Now this system is based on PIR sensor, commonly known as pyroelectric infrared sensor. It can detect any motion by human or animal at a convenient distance. So this sensor is the PIR sensor. It has got three pins with signal, a positive input 5 volt, and also a ground. So it has also got a necessary circuitry here which can activate and read from the sensor. Otherwise the sensor is a passive sensor which has got a sensor element inside covered by a plastic shell. This is also called as Fresnel lens. Now, whenever any object comes near it, the infrared rays emitted by that object is captured by this PIR sensor, and it is given to the input of the Raspberry board. Now I am using one GPIO port as an input port, so this Raspberry port reads the sensor value. Now this sensor is a preliminary sensor. It doesn't have any triggered or non-triggered. So the moment it detects the motion, it changes the state. So the circuit at the back will allow it to detect the signal and change the state from a logic 0 to logic 1. Now this state will remain for 3 to 5 seconds, and automatically it goes back to logic 0. So it's a very simple PIR sensor. I'm also using a relay, a single pole double throw relay. Now this is the input part of this is connected to the electronic circuit, and I'm using one port in the GPIO as an output port to control this relay. Now the idea is, so whenever there is any object that is detected, now this relay will be activated, and accordingly I am connecting the other end of the relay to a light source powered by a 230 volt power supply. So this bulb will go on whenever there is a motion detected, and will stay on for some time and it will go off automatically with the control of this relay. So this is the overall functioning of this device. So basically I am using a Raspberry Pi board with all the necessary connections. So I'm using a breadboard to connect the GPIO port of both the sensor and also the relay. The internet is connected through an Ethernet port. It can also be a Wi-Fi, but initially I was trying with Ethernet. And then the two USB ports for mouse and keyboard, and one this micro USB for powering the Raspberry Pi, and this is for the HDMI to VGA converted to the monitor. So software wise, it is having a Raspbian, and I'm using a Python language program to run my application. So this is a very brief introduction of my setup. Now I'll go into the working demo. I'll first introduce you to the software code, and also I'll give a demonstration, a working demonstration on the setup. Thank you.